Welcome to this week's live. I'm Samriddhi, your Cosmic Soul Whisperer, and today we're going to talk about showing vulnerability in the corporate world. I know that this is a very different topic, and this comes from an inspiring conversation that I had with one of my team members last week while I was working. And I'm sure that in your experience of work too, you may encounter something like this. The theme of being able to show your true emotions. Welcome. The ability to be able to show your true emotions in a corporate setting where everything is a little bit dimmed or muted on emotions sometimes, and we are not able to bring out our real self. So I have always wanted to bring out my psychic, intuitive, heartfelt, feminine, masculine self at the corporate interaction, in every corporate interaction that I have. And I must say that it has been challenging. To say the least, it has been challenging. But I am learning to own myself, and I'm sure that you are on your own journey of owning your emotions and owning fully who you are in your world. So in my journey of doing that, I realized that for me to be able to show my true emotions, I also need to be able to allow other people to be able to show their emotions and not apologize for my emotions. So this has been an ongoing journey. Welcome, Rajiv. Welcome, Israel. And welcome, Bob. So in this journey, I had an interaction with one of my team members yesterday. So not yesterday, sometime last week. And there was a part of that interaction which did not go well. It was one of my team members and my manager, so she wanted to ask to come into office a little late, and that brought up a whole new discussion about office timings and things like that. So that was one situation where I probably could have done things better, but I'll tell you the story as it goes. So in that situation, I said to her that yes, it's completely fine. I hope you're safe and you reach office comfortably. And going forward, I would like that we are able to, as a team, we are able to get to office at this time, and we're there between these core hours. We're available to provide our service during these hours. And she said, where is this and where can I find this? Because this is the first time I'm learning about this. And I said, you can read your employment contract. It'll be there in that. And I honestly had no ill intention. I really had the intention of informing her. And I forgot about it, and I went on to do my own work, and my day was really busy. And then it so happened that the next day she requested for a call, and I said, yeah, of course. And so we had a call, and she broke down in tears. So I was a little puzzled at first, but I just suddenly had Spirit reminding me to allow other people to show their true emotions, to show their vulnerability, and to be able to let them express that. Forget about the rights or wrongs and the corporate conversations, and go into your value-based belief of what is important to you in your own integrity. And it almost took her about half an hour during that conversation, where she really showed her emotions, her hurt, her pain. And I almost immediately understood this was not the only source of that pain, but I wanted to be there to listen. And at the end of those 30 minutes of her expressing her feelings, I grew to deeply respect how beautifully and how flawlessly she could express what she was truly feeling and what she went through in those moments. And that is something extremely powerful, and we're not able to do that. So I really genuinely felt that in that moment I learned a lot from her about being able to show them and not be scared, not be shy of showing your emotions. So she showed me her vulnerability, and in that moment of her showing me her vulnerability, I showed her my compassion and my love and my genuine care, and clarified the misunderstanding. At the same time, I wanted to bring forth in that conversation, and I almost started channeling. And that's why I want to share this, because it was not something great that I did, but I allowed spirit to work through me in that interaction, which we all can do and which we all do in our situations. So I'm just sharing where it happened with me. So I allowed spirit to have that conversation through me in that interaction. And it sounded something like, the first relationship that I have with you is not of a work colleague, but that of a human being. And as a human being, I would never want to say something that, or I would never want to be the reason for you to experience this kind of pain. So I'm sorry for causing you this pain. And here are the things that I did, which don't justify anything, but these are also the background information to allow you to see that my intention for you was pure, my intention for you was sincere, and to help and support you. And I saw that in that interaction from somebody who was in extreme pain and who was crying, because that was not the only situation. She was probably going through a lot of other things which she shared during that interaction, but most importantly, what I said to her and the way she experienced me having that conversation with her was uncomfortable for her. And her showing me her true emotions and me being able to allow and respect and honor her expression, as I was placing my thoughts in that interaction as well, brought about a beautiful magic in our connection. And I noticed that immediately from a work relationship and a work conversation, it became a human, truly vulnerable and truly genuine interaction. And it also happened that I have a fracture in my leg at the moment, and I am on my way to recovery. So she said, I passed through your home during when I go to office, and I know that you love to paint, so I can teach you some watercolors if you like. And I said, oh, I would absolutely love that. And so it created a different level of interaction between us. And I think the beauty of this interaction was that we were both allowing ourselves to be human, and I'm really grateful that she was able to show me her true emotions, which is a gift that in a time like ours, where we hide our emotions, we look for the right words to say, the right things to say, so that we don't get misunderstood, that we are not out of place in that conversation. And for her to be able to honestly and genuinely express her feelings was extremely powerful. And that actually helped me see that I was doing something that was not right for her, or something that was not creating a positive experience for her, which I could change. So, and it could be anybody else in that situation. And it was not about what I did, but it was really about how she was able to open her heart and share in that conversation. And I would think that if we can create a world where we don't separate ourselves and become something completely different in our work life and completely different in our personal life, and we can start integrating that, it can bring about a very gentle society where we care about each other, and we allow emotionally rich conversations to happen, and we allow our feminine side, for both men and women. We allow our feminine side, we allow our emotions and our vulnerable side, our compassionate side to come up, as much as we also allow our logic and our structure and our achieving of goals. And yes, that was a conversation that left an impression on me, and was a great example of how somebody can truly show their feelings, and that can change the situation, and that can actually create an opportunity for that relationship to go to a richer, deeper, more meaningful level. So today's channeling and light language is, I think today is going to be just light language. We'll see how we go. Is going to be about allowing our true self to integrate in and be a part of who we are at work and in our personal life. So I know that it has been a challenge for many people, especially if you are intuitive, to be able to show some of that into your workplace, because, excuse me, there is a certain way that is appreciated and respected, and a certain way that is criticized and made fun of. And the intuitive side, the connected side, the emotional side does not get much of a window and does not get much of a reception. And so this is today's light language is going to allow us to create as a human species, as a people, to be able to create a work culture where people can show their emotions and have true, deep, meaningful connections and conversations. So with us today, we have Baba, Sai Baba. We also have the white dragon energy and the goddess Isis. They're all coming through, and there is also the energy of uncreation and creation. So, okay, I think I'm already getting into the channeling. So there's going to be a little bit of toning and some messages. If you have something that you would like me to add into my channeling, you can put it up in the chats, and I will keep checking in between so that I can add it. And it is going to be energetically a part of the conversation and channeling anyway. So let's start with this. Today I'm going to use the singing bowl that represents the heart chakra, that's aligned with the heart chakra, because this is about opening our heart and being free to open our heart and our voice in the places that we work at and the new people we meet. Thank you so much, and I hope that this brings you to some insights and some comfort and some support in being able to show your true emotions and allow other people to show their true emotions and vulnerability in your workspaces. Thank you so much, and see you next week. Bye bye.